Good afternoon, students. I will start with this question. In few minutes of time, by the time you both can just keep your programs ready, linear and binary search. Any compiler would be sufficient, C or C++, whichever program language you have opted for. I'm waiting for students to join. So I'll wait till 2-3 minutes and then we can start. Okay. Students, in our last session, what we did was implementation of linear and binary search. Now, before going forward, just let me confirm this. You guys are done with your linear and binary search programming implementation? Yes or no? Kindly answer. Are you guys done with the implementation of linear and binary search? Ali Zulfikar, what about you? Sabij and Mohammed Al Faraz. What about you three?
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
asking. I'm
Yeah, I'm
asking.
sorry.
I'm asking.
Yeah.
Have you implemented linear search and binary search program?
Uh, now, no, ma'am. Until this moment, no. I'm sorry for this.
Sabij and Dara, what about you? Dara, Ali Zulfikar, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
What is your status? Completed linear and binary search?
No, I don't complete. Didn't
Which
complete.
one? Just tell me, you guys were able to complete linear search implementation. Have you guys completed linear search implementation?
No, ma'am. Me, I didn't complete it. Not yet.
What about others? Other four students. What about you? What is the status of implementation of linear search? Sabij, are you there? Sabij, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Then what is the status?
Not done, ma'am.
Other students. I'm asking, and I don't want to pick up one student each. You are all students, so you are all entitled to answer me. Kindly answer, chat or unmute, whichever is preferable. Have you implemented linear search? If I'm not getting answers, that means you have joined just the meeting here and I am allowed to remove you. Ibrahim Mohammed and Ibrahim Inusa, you guys have completed linear search or not?
Ma'am, I already told you that I didn't complete it yet, so I will complete it in next lecture. Can I?
No next session, dear. You are already late by 1 week. I can't give you 2 weeks for one program. Then we are never ever going to finish our laboratory work.
Yes, ma'am. I heard you call my name.
Yes. Did you hear what question I asked?
No.
I am asking what is the status of implementation of linear search?
Uh, I don't know when it is given.
Were you there in the last Monday session?
I was absent that time.
This is your first lab, Ibrahim?
I think this is my second class that I attended because of the device problem.
No, I'm not asking about the problem. Is this your first lab?
No, I did not attend any lab.
Okay. Ibrahim Mohammed,
Yes, ma'am.
what is your status of linear search? Did you understand my question?
Yes, ma'am. I understand, but I don't remember.
I'm asking, have you implemented linear search or not?
I don't remember, ma'am. I work on the program, but I don't finish it.
What did you say about the program? Can you please repeat?
I work on it, but I don't finish it yet.
Okay, you worked on it, but you have not finished it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Dipayan, you are the last one to answer the same question. Dipayan,
You talk to me, ma'am.
no, Dipayan. I'm talking to Dipayan. Dipayan, are you there in the session? Otherwise, I'm entitled to remove you. Students, you're supposed to reply, okay? You're not here just to attend the meeting and just go away, because this is what the impression it is giving to me as of now with whatever status you guys are updating me regarding the subject. And some of you are not even replying. Dipayan, last call for you. Otherwise, I'm removing you from the session. Are you there or not? Respond in chat or unmute yourself. What is your status? Students, this is not done. See, the first thing is, I gave you 1 full week to complete linear search. Now listen to me carefully, all of you. Full attention here.
Yes, ma'am.
I gave you 1 full week to complete linear search. And this happened only in your batch. For the rest of the batches, they have completed linear as well as binary search. And I do remember perfectly well, and even you guys can go and see the recordings if you feel like. I told you that you be ready with the linear search the next week. We can then start with binary search and then we can go with the analysis part. But now the case is, none of you, not a single student I got, who is telling me that linear search has been implemented. I don't know what happens to your good memory when it comes to implementation part or the homework part, or say the work you have to bring for next lab. I don't know what happens to you guys. Otherwise, you guys are good. But I don't know when it comes to keep your work ready for the next session. which is the base, you guys are not getting the follow-up. Whether it is a language barrier or you guys just don't want to do or you guys are taking things lightly, I don't know. I'm not able to figure out. But now, as I cannot go further unless and until you guys are showing me the program, then only we can do the analysis part. No, otherwise it is not worthwhile. I can show you the program, I can explain you the steps, I can give you what is best case, what is average case, and what is worst case. But you guys won't be able to understand it. In order for you to understand, you have to work. Correct? And for that, you have to remember what madam has told to bring in the next lab as your work. So now you do that. Now you are going to, keep or say take up more time. The target was to start with the binary search and the analysis part of linear and binary. But now you are going to take up more time. Okay, and so on. I guess you guys will be behind the other labs, though you are the first lab of the week from your class. But because you guys did not remember or somehow for any XYZ reasonable reasons you have not done your work, so you are supposed to do that work here. I will randomly pick up any student. Any student I'll pick up. And if you fail to show me your screen, I'll give you task. And that task, you have to do it. It will be an added task. Huh? So don't say that it is a replacement of this linear search or binary search or your practical. It will be an added task for you. So please see to it that if you are attending the lab session, and this is the first and the last time I'm telling in this entire semester. If you are attending the lab sessions, you have to do the practical. If you are using your mobile phone, online compilers are there. You can do it. It will be a little bit slower than your laptops, but you can do it. So you don't simply just come and sit or attend the meeting and go. Because that is what I feel like you guys have done with this lab. And I don't want this to be repeated by anyone in the next lab or from now onwards in any of the labs. Am I crystal clear to all of you? If you
Yes,
have
ma'am.
any questions, you can ask me right now. But later on, please don't come up with the excuses that, madam, I was not having my laptop. I don't remember where I saved. You guys are big students now. These kinds of explanations or excuses are very lame to be given. You are the responsible kids. You have 2 juniors now who are going to look upon you. So please don't set these kinds of examples where your juniors would be saying that we are more better than our seniors. I don't want that. I know you guys are good, but I don't know what happens to your memories when it comes to, come up with the work in the next lab. Now do one thing. Everybody start implementing your linear search quickly. You got 10 minutes. I have explained you the algorithm. It is in front of your eyes also as I'm sharing my screen. Start implementing even the steps. If you can see on your right side bottom corner, 1 2 3 4 are the steps to implement what is to be or how is to be your program is to be implemented. Start doing each and every one of you. I'm giving you 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, I'm going to pick any random student and he or she has to present the screen. If your mic is not working, no problem, you use chat. But screen sharing is compulsory for you now onwards because I trusted you guys and somehow none of you are coming up with the work. So now you need to work on building that trust again. So everyone start working. You have to implement the linear search logic and the steps. Both are in front of your eyes. Start doing it. And by chance, anywhere you are getting stuck, please don't sit. Call for me. I am here only. Share your screen. Show me where is the problem and I'll tackle it for you. But please don't sit and wait for others to share the screen, give you the solution XYZ. Start doing, everyone. You got 10 minutes with you. Implement this in the language of your choice, C, C++. And again, I'm saying anywhere you are stuck or you don't know what to do, ask. Please don't hesitate to ask. Start, everyone. After 10 minutes, I'll randomly pick up any student and he or she has to show the screen. Yes. First, to create a dynamic array, fill it up and display that array. Then you take the dynamic input from the user, that which number he or she wants to search. And then you go for application of this element is present condition or element is not present condition. Yes, has anyone completed? Students, anybody who has completed?
Yes, ma'am, just 5 minutes.
Okay, please be quick. Anyone who has finished?
Yes, ma'am, I did it.
Okay. Anybody else? You have to implement linear search. That is the question. Ibrahim? Okay, there are two. Ibrahim Inusa. There? Dear, are you able to complete the program? Okay, Sabich. Ibrahim, I'm asking you, completed the program? No, not you. Ibrahim
For me,
Inusa.
I want just 2 minutes, ma'am.
Yes, do you do it? Ibrahim Inusa?
Yes, ma'am. I said I'm still doing it.
Okay, please be quick. You guys are taking much time. See, if you are facing any issues anywhere, then you tell me. But please be a little quick, because this was supposed to be completed by you, and now we are back in the planning.
Ma'am, I have one error, but I don't know why.
Okay, just present your screen, Ahmed.
Okay.
The rest of you, be quick in the work, okay?
Is it available, ma'am?
It will get presented. Just wait. No, not visible yet. Visible.
Okay, man. So that is my program. I have error in for loop, but I don't know why.
In for loop, it is printing how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. X is equals to 1. X is equals to 0, dear, not 1.
Okay, it's still same issue.
X less than Z. What is a Z?
That is the length of array.
Okay,
It's 6.
alright. And then now you implement this.
What, man?
Still coming 6 times.
Yes.
Okay, add a break statement there.
Okay. I forgot it.
Done.
Done.
And the value you want to wait. Go back.
Yes.
Run it again and go for 4.
What, man?
4. Number 4.
Okay, but number 4 is include array.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
All right, now run it again. Number 7. See, thought so.
Yeah. So can I use a switch statement?
No, it is equal. If a of x equal y,
Yes.
run 7.
And
So
is that
there
available?
also,
But
yeah,
I have
there
to
also
write
there
break
will be
here.
a break.
It's done.
Done?
Done.
Okay. Anyone
Continue.
else? Okay, Amen. You can stop presenting your screen. Anyone else would like to show their program? Sabit? Sabit, if you are there, please answer. Enter the size of array. Okay, start entering. Give it 5. 5. Four. Okay. Now run it again. Fill up in the same way. 5 and then fill up with any random number. enter 7. Okay. Students, now have a look here. My screen is visible to all. Excel, you can see. Okay, can you see my Desi++ IDE?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now attention everyone, wherever you have reached in your programming, please just pause and attention onto their screens. See, this is what I have written with respect to my linear search. Okay, I have defined an array, variable search, C and N. Okay, I am taking the size of my array. Okay, this is my size of array. Okay, then I am entering the elements in that array. Okay, now see, these all things you also have to write. That's why I kept blank spaces, so that you can know that you have to write these points wherever it is necessary. Enter the elements of array. Okay, now you are going to ask the user, enter the element to be searched, right? And now you are going with one equation here, or say one loop here, where you are telling that if the element is found, then I have to tell that exactly at which location in my array that element is present, and then my break statement. Or if it is not found, okay, then we can say that that particular element is not present in the array. Now what I have done here is array C is equal search. Now where is this search? That search is the number that you are going to compare with, right? Now, if you can remember, we had discussed the best case, worst case and average case in the terms, okay, where you guys told that the best case would be that the number which we are searching in this array, okay, is at the very first index, right? It is on the very first index. So in our case, best case, okay, if I want to define the order of that best case, then what is it? Order of best case means 1. That means in the first case, in the first search only, I got the best case. See, I'm not talking about big O or theta or big omegas, asymptotic notations right now. I'm talking about order. Okay, if you can remember, in our theory session, we have seen this order of growth, right? That if it is constant, okay, that means order of growth is denoted by 1. So see, it is a constant. In the very first comparison only of my number, I am getting the best case. So order of 1. Okay. Now let's talk about the worst case scenario. What can be the order here in the worst case? Now see, we know that if it is a worst case, the idea is generally where the searched item, the data that is to be searched, okay, it is at the end, right? We want to search 17. 17 is the end, so each and every element one by one will be searched. So that much of computation time it is going to be taken. And what can we say about the order? Order of n. Okay, order of n. Why n? n is the size of your array. Okay. Worst case is what? Order of n. And n is the size of array. And what does this order of n tell? That every time linearly we have to go and compare each and every, you can say, number in order to reach our searched element. Okay. You can just have a reference here. Linear. Running time is dependent upon input search. Yes, that's why. So it is what your linear is. So if it is n inputs, it is going to take a growth order of n times. Okay. So worst case scenario is what? The growth order. What can you say in that worst case? Order of n. Now if it is an average case, then generally average is what? Total number summation divided by n. Right? If I want to write this average case, it is going to be what? Index 1 plus index 2 plus index 3 plus dot 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 till plus index n divide by 2. Right? This is what the scenario is. But here the average case, we are not supposed to write like this. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus n divide by 2. So what we are going to do is, we are going to generalize this. Okay, so no, it is not just going to be n by 2. Okay, it is something like n into n plus 1 . Oh, sorry. Let me just write it down if I can. Okay, there is no pen here. I'll directly tell you. It is order of n plus 1 divided by 2. Okay. Average cases n plus 1 divided by 2. How did I come to this solution? Let me just show you. See, what I was doing was n plus 2, sorry, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus dot 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 till your n, right? And then divide by n values, right? So that we were getting the average. Now, if I want to generalize this term, okay, this term I want to generalize, then how can I generalize? N into n plus 1 divided by 2 upon n. So this and this n will get cancelled out. So the only function that you get is n plus 1 by 2. Now what is this of order? N plus 1 by 2. Again, if you want to see here, it is of order sequence, right? Running time dependent upon the input size n. It is of linear class, right? So here the average case will be order of n plus 1 divided by 2. Did you guys understand? See, these are not your asymptotic notations. Please be careful and do not get confused. These are not your asymptotic notations. Big omega, theta, big O. Okay. This is your order of. That if it is a best case, then what is the order of my function in best case? It is a constant value. Why? Because in the first attempt itself, we are getting the result. Okay. If it is a worst case, then what is my function look like? It is of order of n. Okay, so order of n means each and every element at the end you are going to find out your target. And the average case is order of n plus 1 by 2. Am I clear till here, everyone? Any confusions, any doubts? Yes or no, students? Others? The rest of you did not understand anything. Or you don't want to answer. We have done that the generalized manner. 1 plus 2 plus 3 till n. If you want to do it in general manner, okay, 1 plus 2 plus 3 dot dot n. Okay, if you want to generalize it in a function form, it is written something like this: n into n plus 1 by 2. Okay, and we simplify this particular equation, so we get n plus 1 by 2 in the average case. Okay, now see, very carefully and clearly I'm going to each and every student of mine present in the session. We, first of all, did not complete binary search, which we were supposed to be doing today. This I have covered the programming also in the other labs, but somehow you guys did not do your work, which was to be done. Okay, and thus I couldn't start with the time analysis of linear and binary search, which was the target. Okay, so in the next session, next Monday, we are going to continue with the best case, average case, and worst case of linear and binary search with respect to your asymptotic notations. That means big omega, theta, big O. Right now, I just explained the functions, or you can say the order of the best case, average case, and worst case of your sequential search. All right. Please be very careful in listening the instruction once again. Next Monday, linear search and binary search, both the programs should be completed and running with all of those students who are attending the session. Am I clear? Because next lab I'm not in a position to give you more time of the entire lab to go and do the linear search. Okay, this is the first and the last time this thing has happened. The next lab onwards, if you are not doing work which is required from your end, then it is going to be your loss. All right, students, we are wrapping up your session here. Thank you all for attending the session.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, I did the code, but just I should send it to your email or before next lab, or just show you in next lab.
Which code you have done, Ibrahim? It is linear or binary?
Linear search.
You can show me right now.
Okay, ma'am, I will present my screen. Could you please stop sharing your screen?
You will be able to still share the screen.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, students, rest of you, thank you all for attending the session. You guys can write your numbers in the chat and leave the meeting. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
So I will enter 6 for the side of the, or my array, or number of elements in the array. Then enter. I will enter random data. So may choose value, or you will choose ma'am? Choose any value to declare.
Choose 8.
Okay. So it is present at location 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Perfect.
If I also testing it for, I will choose one value is not present in my array. I suppose it's 9. So 9 is not present in the array.
Okay.
And this is the code. This array is required the element to found. And this is just to define the array and the search and the location of the look. C is the location of the element inside the array.
Ibrahim,
Mm.
if just tell me if I'm right or wrong, okay?
What?
Just tell me if I'm right or wrong.
Yes.
Uh, this program,
Hmm.
this particular program, is taken from an online resource.
It's you're wrong, ma'am.
ProgrammingSimplified.com.
No, ma'am. Hello.
ProgrammingSimplified.com. Yes or no?
No, ma'am.
Are you sure?
Yes, ma'am. I'm sure.
Okay, do one thing. In your browser only, open your browser.
Which browser do you ask, ma'am?
Any browser which is working with the internet. Open a new tab.
It's a
Yeah,
new tab.
right. Yeah, right. Linear search in C.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Go down.
There is one.
No. Up. Click on the first link. Go down.
Yes, ma'am.
Compare your program and the program written here.
It's linear search program, and I write for linear search program.
Yeah, but how come each and every step is same?
Cause
Each
I
and every
took it
line, each and every variable is same.
Cause I took it the C language by YouTube. I learned it by online in YouTube.
Come again?
Huh, ma'am?
Please speak again.
I learned C language before this semester from the online mode from the YouTube, man. So I learned this code from the online. So maybe who is teaching me in YouTube, he is using same code.
Go to your the ID code block. See, can you see the resemblance, Ibrahim?
What?
Line to line. Can you see the resemblance? Line to line, it is same.
Yes, ma'am. I can see.
Even with the comment also, it is same. Exactly at that line only where you have mentioned your comment.
Yes, ma'am. I can see.
Okay, stop presenting your screen.
Okay, ma'am.
Fine, students, you can leave the session if you don't have any doubts. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a nice day.
You too.
Right.